I want to talk to you guys today about focus and eliminating distractions. It's probably one of the biggest challenges that we come up against our business is focusing, especially when we're working from home. We've got children, we've got friends, we've got phones, we've got TV and social media and dings on our phone whenever someone's, checking in, or Facebook or whatever. You guys, it does go on and on and on. And so in today's world, we are distracted on a terribly high rate. And this, I do feel, is the number one challenge that most beauty consultants come up against at some sort of level, at anywhere you are in your business. We come up against this challenge. And so I want to share with you what I've learned in doing my focus homework with the Brandon Barber coaching group. And so one thing I learned was that one thing that you could do to make sure that you have better focus is to make sure that you are eating right, drinking plenty of water, and getting enough sleep. There was a study that showed that people who even just had enough water on a daily basis, even just 2 extra glasses a day, they were drinking enough water. When they went to do a test, that those who were well hydrated actually tested higher than those who were not well hydrated. Isn't that crazy? So I really want to encourage you guys to make sure that you guys are getting even just 2 extra glasses of water a day. I want to challenge you just to see if that helps with your focus. Or maybe you're the kind of person who's not getting enough sleep. Maybe you're just not giving yourself enough time to shut down at the end of the night, and wake up in the morning. And so, if you're not waking up without an alarm, feeling rested and ready to go to jump out of your bed, you're tired and you're sleepy, and that's going to affect your focus. Okay. So sleep and focus, they go hand in hand. The water helps with extra concentration. And so a lot of times people talk about being in the zone, when I was in the zone and I was doing my, whether it's in a bookings, like you're making booking calls and you're in the zone with your booking calls, or maybe it's a season in your business where you were really winning and selling a lot of product, or whatever, you were winning and growing. Okay. And you were excited about that. You were in the zone. That's called focus intensity. Okay. Focus intensity is when you're in the zone. Okay. Now, at this point, the brain functions at such a higher level when you're in that space, when you're in the focus intensity zone, in the zone. The brain functions at such a higher level when in that space that you do and conquer incredible things just by having focus intensity. So in order to do this, so the goal is focus intensity. And so in order to do this, we need to eliminate distractions and completely, or as best as we can. And so, did you guys know studies show that the average person gets 1 interruption every 8 minutes? That's crazy. 1 interruption every 8 minutes. That could be your phone, kids, your computer, your email, Voxer, Twitter, someone at the door. I mean, there's a lot of things that can distract you in today's world. And some of us actually welcome interruptions. Some of us actually welcome them. Wouldn't you agree that it lets you off the hook of what you told yourself that you would do? And so we get 1 distraction every 8 minutes. And so that means we get 7 in an hour. Okay. So 1 distraction every 8 minutes, we get 7 in an hour. And if you're carrying your phone around with you, all the time, 24/7, like most of us do, it's probably a lot more, especially if your phone dings, for an email, a text, a phone call, Twitter, Voxer. This is why it's so important to eliminate those. You guys, my phone doesn't quack, moo, bark, ding, nothing. It rings when someone calls me, and when I'm not wanting to hear it ring, I turn the volume off and I turn my phone over. So there's absolutely no distraction until I'm ready to receive the distractions. That makes sense? Until I'm ready to transition. And so this is why I really, really encourage you guys to turn your notifications for Voxer off. Like the banners across the phone, the blinging, all of that, turn it off. It does not serve you. It is simply interrupting you. at a higher rate than 1 in every 8 minutes. Okay. Because certainly Voxer's going off a lot. Okay. So if one distraction every 8 minutes is 7 in an hour, that's 50 to 60 distractions a day. 50 to 60. That's crazy. These distractions are what are keeping us out of the zone. Okay. These 50 to 60 distractions constantly shift us away from being in the zone. So, the average interruption takes about 5 minutes. So at that rate, that's a total of 4 hours of your day, or 50% of your effective workday. 50%, you guys. That's crazy. That's crazy. So, and 80% of these things are rated at little to no value. Okay. So Facebook, like a video pops up of a cute little kitten or a puppy dog, or a place that, you could travel, or I mean, who knows? Oh, I know. The one that gets me is those tasty videos with the recipes, that has no value in my life. That's not going to add value in my life, but yet it's a distraction. And it takes me, and sometimes it'll take me away for 5 minutes. And at the end, nothing has happened. Nothing has benefited in my world, But isn't it funny how these things can just take us right out of the zone? Okay. So 80% of these have little to no value. That means that let's just say that these distractions have 80% have little to no value. That leaves us with 3 hours of wasted time each day. No value. Okay. So imagine if your business, if you spend an extra 3 hours a day on goal directed activity, 3 hours a day, 5 days a week, or even 4 days a week on goal directed activity. Give it 90-day cycle. Give it 3 months. What about 6 months? Or even if you only did like an hour and a half, you guys, even if instead of 3 hours, you did an hour and a half, but imagine what would happen to your business if you had that kind of goal directed activity for just that concentrated amount of time and you were in the zone for that time. It would really add up, right? I mean, you can imagine how suddenly you could really make a lot of big things happen in your business. Considering if you want to become a red jacket, working 4 or 5 hours a week would get you there, maybe even less. If you want to earn a free car, 10 to 12 hours a week, in less than 6 months you'll earn a free car. You want to become a director, 12 to 15 hours a week, or 10 to 15 hours a week. And if you want to become a Cadillac director, 20 hours a week. You guys, if we found 3 hours at 5 days of goal-directed activity, that's 15 hours. That's directorship, okay? We all have hours in our day that we could very easily put towards our business, things that will bring value to our lives, bring value to our families, into our businesses. And so distractions, they are a really big deal. And we're actually welcoming them. Isn't that crazy? Like, we are welcoming them. So let's be clear on who the distractor really is, okay? A lot of times it's really us who are welcoming them in. So it's really important that we are aware. Having an awareness of this is really what I wanted to do. I just really wanted to bring awareness to focus and eliminating distractions in your lives and how you could do that. So what could you do today to eliminate distractions? Could you go through your phone and change the settings? That alone would make such a difference. Could you, when I'm working from home, I do not answer the door. If it rings, I don't answer it. Why would I? I'm busy. I'm working. If I was at the office, I wouldn't come driving home because my doorbell rang. No. So why would I answer my phone? I'm working, same thing. So you've got to figure out different ways that you can eliminate distractions. Another way is, if you have children or other people living in your home, is set up some sort of system in place that, hey, when my door is closed, that do not come knocking on it. Do not ask a question. Do not open it. I'm working. When my door is open and I'm just checking emails or, Vox or text or something, I'm not really, really on the phone and working, then people can come and go. But I'll tell you, generally speaking, Mark knows that when my door is closed, him and Mabel are to stay away because I'm working and I don't want them to be loud and I don't want them coming in, and it's just a huge distraction. So find the things in your life that are distracting you. I really want to encourage you guys to track what you're doing for 24 hours. I want you to track what you're doing for 24 hours every 30 minutes. Now, I would like to say every 15 minutes, but I want you to do it for every 30 minutes. Track what you're doing for every 30 minutes. And I think there's going to be a huge awareness about the things that are eliminating or that are distracting you and eliminating your focus. And from there, we can figure out how long that took, how much time we lost, and how we can eliminate those distractions in the future. So I hope this message has blessed you guys today. Let me know if you're going to take on this challenge, and I would really love to work with you and help you out with being better focused and get into that focus intensity or the zone.